College Football Playoff Selection Committee. We know we're going to have a little bit of a shakeup at the top after Oklahoma knocked off Alabama. So how will this bracket look? So let's look at the top 10 of the latest rankings, College Football Playoff. At number 10, Alabama after the home loss
Alabama
to
at 10.
Oklahoma
Alabama at 10.
All
All right.
Irish of Notre Dame. There's the Oregon Ducks. They slide up one spot. Big game with SC.
We're finally getting some fucking respect. Let's go, dude! We got a first round home game at Autzen. We get to play the 10 seed. This is great. The committee's like kind of respecting us. I mean, the 5 seed would be nice, but I'm not going to complain about having to play the 10 seed. Like, come on, who's going to complain about? No!
It is light as a bitch, and I don't even know if you can see me at all right now. I have auto ISO on though, so maybe it looks good and moody, or it looks bad and stupid. If you don't know, Oregon's track record versus Kalen DeBoer under Dan Lanning is horrific, and for most of us, the thought of playing Kalen DeBoer is as exciting as it is terrifying and makes you want to shit your pants. I want to see the Ducks beat the shit out of Kalen DeBoer more than anyone else, and I'm also not sure if we're capable of that. But we have more to talk about than the Ducks' placement and the committee placing them against Mr. Kalen DeBoer in Alabama. Like Missouri, Iowa's out of the rankings despite losing 2 close games to what the committee sees as top 15 teams, and Missouri's back in, and Arizona State's back in. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe this fucking reaction video is gonna just turn into an Oregon rant video, but I do not like where the playoff has us at all. It seems that if we lose another game, despite my skit, it seems that if we lose another game, we're out of this thing. It's just so weird that if we lose one more game, we're out of this, and I think that that's bizarre. But anyways, that's enough about Oregon. Let's just go over what's happening right now. I was really happy and surprised about Alabama dropping to the 10th seed. Of course, I'm not happy about Oregon having to play them in that situation as it currently stands, but the chances of everything standing as they are right now are, when time comes around, are very slim. I like that they dropped Alabama that far. I think that's where Alabama deserves to be right now. I thought it was interesting that they only moved Oklahoma up to the 8th spot. I kind of thought a 2-loss Oklahoma that just beat the number 4 team in the country would be a little bit higher than they are. However, it makes sense that they're not going to put them over a 1-loss team. Notre Dame still feels like, I don't know, they're always going to have a spot though, so, whatever. USC moves up to the 15th spot. I would have liked USC to move a little bit higher just so that they have a higher ranking when they play us, but, 15 is not like a terrible ranking for them. It's a little interesting that Illinois and Missouri are in the mix and not Iowa. I would have expected Iowa to not drop out of the rankings, given their 2 close losses that they just had. Also a 3-loss team. I don't know. I just think it's a little bit weird that they brought those 2 3-loss teams in and then took out Iowa, who they had ranked before and who lost to 2 ranked opponents. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially after they only moved them back 1 spot or something like that when they lost to Oregon. Tulane representing the group of 5. Whoop-de-doo. I don't know. Are they gonna win a game in the playoff? Really, all the teams up to the 19 spot are still in the playoff race. Everything after there is kind of what they do. Who cares? Vanderbilt's in the race. USC's in the race. Miami's kind of in the race. Texas is kind of in the race. Georgia Tech's in the race. Michigan's in the race. Virginia's in the race. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of teams. I still keep wondering if Michigan's going to do it and go ahead and beat Ohio State again. And then what happens to the rankings if that happens? I think a 2-loss Michigan that beats Ohio State is definitely in this playoff. But where do they fit in? There are a 2-loss team right now at 18. There's only 2 more weeks left until they play Ohio State. If they beat Ohio State, they have to put them in the playoff, I think. But how do you get them from 18 all the way up there for being the number 1 team? It just seems... I feel like the committee's just Ohio State's going to beat Michigan. Michigan's not a part of this playoff. Michigan's not a part of this bracket, not a part of this field. They're not even looking at coming. They're going to lose this game, which seems weird to me because they've been winning this game. I have no reason to believe that they're not going to win this game this year. Ohio State is, I think at best, probably exactly the same as they were last year. And Michigan is a heck of a lot better of a team than they were last year when they beat them in the shoe. So I don't know. This is I think Michigan's getting a little bit disrespected. Like, look, Michigan lost to number 8 Oklahoma, who just beat the number 4 team in the country, and a number 15 ranked USC team, who is a good USC team. So I don't know why. Well, I guess it makes sense. They can't put them much more. They can't put them above USC. I guess I'm realizing this as I'm talking. But why is USC so low then? Like, why is USC not? Well, I don't know. There's reasons for all these things. The point of all this being, it's going to be really interesting to see who ends up going to the playoff. Does Texas have a shot if they beat Texas A&M? I'd love to know what you guys think. Does Vanderbilt still have a shot? I kind of feel like they're out, but they're in, and what's happening here? And I know there's been a lot of talk about this. I'm not usually one to comment on it, but the SEC ranking like fatigue this year has just been absolutely insane. And it is kind of getting on my nerves. I normally am not against it because I think that the SEC teams are typically better, but this year, I don't know. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in the postseason. It's always interesting to see what happens in the postseason with the SEC teams and when all these conferences go ahead and play each other. Anyways, that'll do it for me, guys. I hope if you guys enjoyed that skit in the beginning, let me know. I want to do more of those things. It was pretty fun to make. If you guys liked the video, consider liking it. If you loved it, consider subscribing. That's going to do it for me, guys. And I will see you with the prediction video for the weekend.